So, welcome, Kristen. Thank you so much for making some time to connect with me as our employee of the month for the month of September. Wanted to, have you join me just to talk a little bit about yourself, the projects you're working on, and thanks so much for making some time to connect.
Of course, I'm excited. Thank you for interviewing me.
Absolutely. So, just to kind of introduce myself, I lead our talent acquisition team here at goTenna, and would love for you to be able to introduce yourself to any of our viewers. So, to start, maybe you want to just tell us who you are, and would love to tell us a little bit about what your role is here at goTenna and some of the work you do here.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm Kristen Bilowus. I'm a product manager here at goTenna. So I guess if anybody doesn't know what that entails, so I focus mainly on our mobile products, but goTenna has a full suite of number of different products that we're kind of juggling. So I focus on kind of identifying and designing and building features for our product suite. So I work a lot with everybody here at goTenna, but I work a lot with engineering, managing, and making sure that we're actually building these features and getting them tested, working with QA for that, our marketing team, customer experience, and just sort of bringing all the pieces together to make sure we are delivering our products in the best way that we can.
Excellent. Yeah, you definitely get to collaborate with pretty much every team at goTenna, which I'm sure is exciting, and we'll talk a little bit more about. But I'd love to hear a little bit like what were you doing before you came to goTenna, and kind of tell us a little bit how you ended up here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so prior to goTenna, my pre-goTenna years, I started out at Accenture down in DC. So I spent a few years there. I was working on a mobile app development team for the State Department.
Okay.
That was amazing. I got to learn so much about product design, managing development teams, and making sure we're hitting our deadlines and so forth. So that was really cool. Got to travel to a lot of embassies. But then I needed to move to New York. I had to make it up here. So I started working on a product team at another startup, and I fell in love with startup culture at that point. So it was a healthcare startup. I was working on building and designing a patient portal for any patient that received genetic results that were a little bit high risk. So we would provide resources to them and so forth. So after I worked there, I knew that I wanted to work somewhere at another startup where I could really feel like I was making a positive impact on people and, really helping people. So that's one draw I had to goTenna. And I also was really drawn to the complex product suite that you guys have. So I think that the hardware integrations, the full stack integrations, all of that it's leveraging a lot of different technologies to deliver a really cool product that's making a huge impact. So
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, just the combination of hardware and software certainly unique in the New York market, and I know it's a very comprehensive suite, and we have an amazing team, to be able to continue working on those. And so, on that note, want to tell us a little bit about, what's an exciting project that you've worked on recently, or something that you're particularly proud of that you've been working on?
yeah, so I kind of joined goTenna at a crazy time. We were pushing out one of our largest app updates to the AG 1.1 version, which is live. So it was exciting to be a part of that and coordinating that the final parts of that release between engineering and marketing and so forth. But I'm really proud of, I think, our latest app release, which is a set of features that I was able to help ideate and design and create and get them built and out in the field and tested and actually finally in the hands of users. And it's a feature set that I think will really help our app users and really enhance their situational awareness, I think. So I think I'm the most proud of that project, which just went live today. So very excited about that. So I think that project is the coolest one that I've been able to really see to the finish so far, but we have so many on the horizon that that's one of my favorite parts about goTenna is there's so much room for innovation because of the breadth of our suite of products. So there's a lot of ways we could go with this product, and it's really exciting exploring all the options with the product team. We have an amazing product team. Like Mike and Elon are amazing. So we're always ideating, and no idea is a bad one. And we're always kind of pitching it against a customer experience team. And it's really a fun place to be a product manager.
Absolutely. So first, congratulations on the launch today. It's super exciting. And is there anything, you want to share about some of those future products that really excites you, or anything you're able to share with us?
Yes, some things I'm able to share. We are really, the biggest feature that we are kind of working on building out is our mission command suite. So this is focusing mainly on the portal. We're kind of revamping our portal, which is our overarching, let's see what the team is doing command center. So we're kind of beefing that up. We have some features on the mobile app that are going to allow you to send a little bit more information about what's going on the ground up to your mission commander. So we're ideating around that a little bit more. It's already in development. And we have a few future facing projects that we're working on right now around providing more resources to your team on the ground. So sort of the other way around, pushing down maybe some more resources that you could use to really make your mission go well.
Excellent. Well, that's fantastic. And so I know, you mentioned when you joined, it's a startup, right? Times can always be a little hectic with a lot going on, and certainly with everything going on in the world, and joining a team in a pandemic with remote transitions, certainly unique. But I'm just kind of curious, like, what have been some of your favorite things about working at goTenna since you joined the team?
Honestly, we make it really fun, even though it's quarantine. We play games, we have happy hours, it's all virtual. But surprisingly, I think it might just be the people that are amazing, but it's still really fun. We play virtual werewolf. I don't know if you've ever played with us.
I missed last week, but I've played the week prior, and I made sure to block it off my calendar for next week.
It's very important to join. Super fun. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, yeah, starting remote was definitely strange. I think also the nature of my role, I'm forced to talk with everybody all day pretty much. So you do it over Zoom and you just make it happen. And I think that's really helped with my being able to kind of like mesh into goTenna and get to know everybody, and everybody's really friendly. So I feel like it really just has to be the people. My engineering team, product team, everybody that I work with is just very much always looking to be part of the solution, so like, no, we're all very collaborative. We're all working together. Yeah, I've honestly never worked with a team that's so cohesive, and we all get along and we like hanging out. It's huge.
Well, that's awesome to hear. As a member of the people operations team, for me, that's like really priorities, making sure, everyone likes working here and is challenged, but also that we have an amazing team culture. And I know we've worked really hard to make sure we've maintained that, since being distributed and remote. And so certainly it's always great to hear that. And, it's people like yourself and every individual we have on the team that, is part of that, which really makes it a great place to work for all of us. Now, what's something that you would want, someone watching this video to know about goTenna, whether it's working here or just about the company in general that, they may not be familiar with?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think first and foremost would be that these are the best people I've ever worked with, but I've already shared that. I think another thing would be that, we all really are busting our butts to get the best product out there to users. And, it's very important to us. I can see that in everybody at goTenna. It's important to us that our users are well taken care of. Our product is, at the end of the day, a lot of times it's a safety factor as well. And we take that very seriously. So we are very much dedicated to getting the best product out there, and we love hearing customer feedback. So that's another thing to any of our goTenna users. We love to hear, what would you like to see? What don't you like? What do you like? Things like that. We're very reactive. So that's definitely something I'd like people to know.
Absolutely. That's probably the best part about working at a startup, right? Is we can move very quickly. So when you get that feedback, I know, you as a product team are actively taking that to try and make adjustments, new features, and, continue new development based on what our customers are requesting. So that's awesome. And thanks for sharing. And then, totally not work related, but, if you're comfortable sharing, would love to, hear what are some things you like doing outside of work, and whether pre-pandemic or not, what are things that you like to do when you're not working and spending time, working with the team here at goTenna?
Totally. I think Mike already outed me for all my outdoorsman activities, but I do love to be outside. I do a lot of hiking. I do a lot of backpacking, a lot of fishing during quarantine. There's not much else to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of outside activities. I paint. I'm learning to paint. I'm not that good, but I try to do some creative outlets so that I can keep that side of my brain working, since we have an amazing designer here. So she's been taking care of that Yes, and I also have about 1,000 plants in my tiny apartment that I spend a lot of time taking care of.
That's amazing. You probably see on my end, I have my skis and my fishing poles in the corner over there. So I definitely relate when it comes to outdoors. And I think that's what's so great about our company is there's a lot of people who kind of come from that background who are into the outdoors. And I think that drove a lot of us to this type of product set in nature. But, it's such a diverse environment that there's a lot of other folks who are, true city folks and just want to, build and develop awesome products as well. And so, those are the main questions I have for you. But while I have you on the line, is there anything else that you want to share or want, anyone watching this video to have visibility into?
I think just that we have a ton of cool features on the horizon coming for goTenna. We're really excited about them. Yeah, so again, any feedback or ideas or even different areas that you think that you could use goTenna, we would love to hear about it. Yeah, so goTenna is an open book, our product team, so we'd love to hear from you.
Amazing. Well, we'll make sure, our customers and potential, employees or candidates are going to hopefully be able to see this video and learn more about our team and the incredible work that you're doing. And, I think the most important thing for everyone to know is the reason we're sitting here doing this interview is because you've done amazing work since you've joined the team. I mean, we're doing this because you were the employee of the month, and, ultimately everyone that works here does amazing work and is well deserving of a lot of accolades. But I think it was very clear, based on the accomplishments that you have since joining the team, that everyone very much appreciates what you've been doing. We've, continued to see awesome improvements. And, I just appreciate you making the time to sit down with me. And even beyond that, just want to thank you for the incredible work that you do for our team, here at goTenna, for our customers, and, for the future of the company. So, thanks again for sitting down with me and making time to connect and chat. And, hopefully you enjoyed it, because I know I certainly did.
Of course. Thank you so much. And you're the one who brought me to goTenna. So I should be thanking you.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it. That's why I'm here. I love bringing on amazing people to the team and being able to continue these conversations. For me as a recruiter, I don't want to just deal with hiring someone and that's it, right? It's a continued conversation. It's a continued partnership. And, that's the best part about being in a startup is, helping out where we can and building a great team. So thanks again. And really appreciate you making the time.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam.